Well, welcome to Back to Me, the podcast where silly banter and deep life coaching talks hold equal power.
It's my favourite part of the week. We are your hosts, Lisa and Katie.
You do know it takes me all week to come up with this. I'm like, what can I say?
I was trying this morning going, prepare yourself. It's going to be something new today. Prepare yourself. Nigel was telling me that he was listening to two radio presenters, can't remember who they were, and they've started a podcast, but they were being interviewed about their podcast, and someone said, what's it going to be about? And they both went, yeah, we don't really know.
So that should be a category in Apple.
That should be a category.
We don't really know.
We're just here for the crack.
That is very accurate. Today we have 3 cameras. I don't know where to look.
It's not freaking me out at all these cameras. And also we're changing up the format a little, aren't we? This is Friday. Now, we usually do it on a Saturday. We're doing it today on Friday, and we're going to release earlier.
Yes. Did we decide what day? Did you decide what day I'm releasing?
I don't know. Whenever you get it edited. I don't really mind. But earlier in the week I was thinking.
Did we think Monday?
But I don't want to put you under pressure for Monday.
So just Tuesday then, so there's no pressure. So yes, we are going to bring it forward. So there's one out this morning, and then this episode is going to be going out next week.
Glitter in my potato bread is out this morning. Yes. I sent it to the daughter who was guilty of the glitter. She goes, "You're talking about me again." I was like, "Yes, I am."
It's literally all we talk about. Sorry.
Netball and children.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you how you are, but I'm really just asking because I want you to ask me how I am.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Terrible.
Okay.
Would you like to hear all about it?
Yes, please.
So, we were invited to an event last night.
Ooh.
I haven't been invited to an event for a very long time. The company's called Stories Parfum. It's not perfume. Like, you can't say it like that.
Oh, how are you?
Parfum.
The Parfum.
Parfum.
I'm always like parfum.
Parfum.
Don't think that's
Parfum. I think that's how she said it. So we learned all about notes and base notes and top notes and heart notes of fragrances.
Cool.
We got free drinks and canapes. And I did the stupid thing where I said no. And Nige looked at me like, seriously? Like, I could have eaten that. Why would you say no?
Oh, that is stupid. Always take
very
it.
silly.
Yeah, no.
I got in trouble on a flight as well for saying they were giving out free stuff because we were so badly delayed. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I got in trouble that day.
If ever you're hanging out with me, always take it. I'll take it too. I'll take it.
I didn't do that. It was a wee mince pie thing. And I was like, it doesn't. Anyway, here we are. So we went to that. It was fun. The girl was lovely and nice talk, blah, 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 blah. But obviously, we're grown-ups and we should have went to the event and come home.
Gone to the event, yep.
No.
That's not what you did.
That's not what we did. And my feet are cut to pieces this day. Cut to pieces. Like it's bad.
We're changing this tone of the podcast.
Sorry,
Lisa's
my
feet.
So I know, sorry.
That's a different style of podcast to this one.
We can make tons of money.
We'd make a whole lot more money.
We'd make something on that. People might actually watch that one. Anyway, I had on beautiful, not too high shoes, but they were like neutral plastic. And I was like your feet are in agony. You walked all around Belfast with plastic shoes.
Yeah. What did you think was going to happen?
So anyway, we went to a few little places and had a wee dance, and it was good fun.
And did you stay then?
We did stay. We stayed in 2 rooms, I think it's called.
Oh.
The hotel.
I thought you and Nigel stayed at 2 rooms.
But we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah, I was trying to make that less obvious.
Sorry. Too late. Too late. So nice little hotel, not little, it's a big hotel. Really lovely.
2
Highly
rooms.
recommend it.
I have not heard of that. Where is it?
Do you know where Q Radio is?
Yes.
Right on the opposite corner to Q Radio.
Okay.
And really, really cute. Really cute.
Nice.
Cute.
It was cute.
Jazzy. Cute. I don't know what to call it. It wasn't like you're just laughing at me. My girls are cringing at me. I don't know what the word is. It was cool. Is that better?
Cool. Did it have a good vibe?
Very good vibe. Much better. You see, why didn't I say that? The rooms were small. It's like this little boutique rooms, but perfectly, and the cutest that you actually would love it. There's like little boxes that had like bits and pieces in it, and games
like
and
bits
things,
and pieces.
like things like that. And they had that toilet roll. You know the toilet roll. You know the I don't give a crap toilet roll.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
It's all very sustainable. All that stuff.
Nice. Do they have plants?
tons of plants, Katie, you would be
like
in heaven.
I love plants.
You do.
Haven't checked if this one looks like it's coming out the top of my head today.
Did do that one.
It probably does. I'm fine with it.
Your hair's looking nice today.
I had it cut this week.
Oh, did you? Lovely.
Thank you.
It is funny when you have long curly hair. Nobody really notices when you get it cut.
Well, I only actually started wearing my hair curly in this last 6 or 7 months. Spent 43 years of my life either cutting it off completely or straightening it. And then I entered the perimenopause and couldn't be bothered anymore because I sweat so much. It curls anyway, even if it was straight. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to embrace it. My granny, as you can imagine, was delighted. She could never quite understand why I would straighten it. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting now to grow it into more of a curly cut because I've been with my hairdresser for a very long time. And she is very much loving it as well, that we're now going with the curly. But yeah.
Is your sister's curly?
No, she's wavy.
Yeah. See, mine is not as curly as yours. Yours is proper lovely ringlets.
This is how I wake up, darling.
That's how you wake up. Just roll out of bed like this. Just roll out of bed like this. Oh, the breakfast was also lovely in the hotel.
Oh, anyway. I do like breakfast. I had a good breakfast today too.
Don't tell, because you know I'm being very good because my holidays are coming. We did have a wee sneaky curry chip. Well, we shared it on the way home.
You also probably, I assume, had a few drinks.
No, it'd be silly.
Okay, no. What was I thinking?
Silly girl.
So you were going to say the 2 rooms. You wanted to talk about 2 rooms?
2 rooms. Katie, look at you. Look at you, just bringing it round. Oh, I did. Was I talk about this first? But can we talk about 2 rooms in a second?
Back to me.
Sorry, back
Lisa.
to me. You brought up the perimenopause there. I was listening to a very interesting interview with a lovely lady from the TV whose name I can't remember right this second. And she was talking about how she has been diagnosed very recently with, I say endometriosis, but is it pronounced differently? She said it's
I say
different.
endometriosis.
She said it's slightly different too. But anyway, she's 47. She's only been diagnosed.
I am 43, I think, and awaiting said diagnosis as well.
Shocking.
So what shall I? I'll wait for.
She was
47.
fainting. She's a broadcaster on BBC. She was fainting at work.
I get incredible pain right here in my side that then runs up my, and I never made the connection until, Dr. Google came along and I'm like, so many things are explained by the cyclical horrors that we poor women have to go through.
Mm-hmm. But she was talking about, like misogyny in the doctoring world and things. Very, 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 very interesting.
Well, there is always that if it was a man, it would have been... There would have been treatment for it 50 years ago.
Not just take 2 paracetamol, which is what she was doing.
And it's just what happens. You just have to go through it.
I did see a very funny thing on Instagram where they I don't know how they did this, but they put some sort of pad on the guy's tummy.
Yeah, the cramp simulator or something.
That made me laugh a lot. I like that.
I like those too.
I like that. Anyway, that was that. But 2 rooms. What would you like to talk about 2 rooms? We discussed it during the week and I was like, stop talking about it. We'll talk about it in the pod.
Yes. Sleep divorce. That's what you called it. And I panicked because I'm like, what is this? And it's when couples sleep in different beds.
Snoring, shift work, things like that. It's the term sleep divorce was new to me as well. A couple months ago. I also obviously have couples who say to me, oh, is this good? Is this bad? Da, 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 da. There's lots of layers that we
I feel like it's a bad term. I think we should come up with a different word, sleep divorce, because that has negative connotations.
So I would imagine do you want me to give you my layers of
I would love it
about this.
Love it.
So I think that if you sleep with your partner and they snore all night and keep you awake, that is a disaster. You are going to wake up in the morning more annoyed at them, more frustrated at them, more unable. That seemed like a proper word. More incapable. That's a better word of having good conflict, saying your words, being patient. If you've had a terrible night's sleep, so that's one part. Absolutely, everybody get their night's sleep. I mean, remember when the babies were little? I think I almost killed Nige one morning. He said, "Well, that was a good night."
Rookie mistake.
Yeah. It was for you, sweetheart. Yeah. So, nothing more annoying than not getting your sleep. That's sleep deprivation. So I don't think that forcing yourself to sleep in the same bed with somebody or going to sleep and then them coming in off a night shift or coming in at I don't think that is of any help to your relationship. But if you're using the dog sleeping in bed with you or your children sleeping in bed with you to get away with not having to be intimate with your partner, different situation.
That's different. But just on an everyday. So Billy and I do quite often sleep in separate beds. He was a big snorer for a very long time. So much so I would think I need to record this so people understand. And obviously I never did that because that would make him mad. But I did, I'll show you. So sometimes I never leave the bedroom, but he will take himself out of the bedroom because he can't help it. He's lost weight, he doesn't snore as much, but I think we both just kind of got used to. And even when now he does come and sleep in our bedroom, we have to use different blankets because I've become I roll up in my own blanket and I'm like, share my blanket with you, even though, it's big enough too.
That was another thing that it was on about. It said, look, and other couples use 2 duvets rather than 1 duvet, things like that.
Well, I have had embarrassment about it, thinking I shouldn't, say things out loud. But I think it's because to this day, my parents who have been married, is it 50 years? Come on, 40 or 50? How long? Whatever it is, my mum would be horrified. I don't know that. They go to bed together every night without fail. They, my dad, if he's tired, he will go and get into his pajamas and his dress and he'll come down and sit in the lounge and wait for mum to then also go for their entire life.
Is this a problem? We do exactly the same thing.
Is that what you do? It's not a problem, but I think it's what's made me think this is terrible. I'll go to bed at 10 and Bill will go to bed at 2 a.m. But which I'm just like, oh, marriage is not going to survive. Here we are at 20 years, we're doing all right. But
I coach couples who don't live in the same house and who are very, very, very happy.
Oh, okay.
Children, but they just don't live in the same house. I just think we have to get away from the mindset of it's wrong. But now I feel like my mindset is...
I think, no, that's fast. So every single night you and I will go to bed at the same time. You wait on each other.
Very, very, very rarely. Very rarely.
I sometimes go to bed before my kids.
Very rarely.
Interesting.
And even if I was dozing off, I would be like, okay, now I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. And then he would say, okay, we'll go to bed now.
Fascinating.
We also only have a double bed.
If it's not a super king, Billy and I cannot sleep. See, when we rock out of a hotel,
can't go to 2 rooms because it's a double.
No, we can go to 2 rooms if we get 2 rooms. But no, when we have a super king, and when we turn up at a hotel and it's just a king, we're like, oh crap. Well, you're on the couch, Billy.
2 rooms is a double.
Oh no,
which is fine for us.
No.
And
do you spoon?
I'm mustard.
Do you cuddle?
Well, as I've said before, menopause, I probably was more cuddly.
And can you sleep?
I have to sleep. I can't, and I also...
You can't sleep without that?
I can't sleep. It's very difficult for me to sleep without him.
I cannot sleep with this, and it's actually something I wish, that I could fall asleep in his arms, but I lie there going, I need to move, I need to stretch my leg, I need to roll over, but if I do that, I'm going to wake him up, I can't do it. So I have never been able to fall asleep in Billy's arms.
That's so cute.
That's not cute, it's sad. But how long are you married?
We're together 35 years.
You're together 35 years. I'm almost married 20, so it
we're
proves
doing okay.
Both
work.
A totally valid approach.
Both work. I'm such a limpet that now I just had to get out of bed, walk around the other side and get into my side. Because I am such a limpet. Absolute limpet. Again, I have to say that was sort of pre-menopause. I'm a bit more like I need my own space now a little bit, but like my menopause was very easy peasy. I was very blessed.
Was your entire time of the month easy growing up, or no? So it doesn't make a difference.
Well, no. When I hear people now, I'm like, I think I got away pretty okay, especially after the children. It was like regular and fine. It was great. There we go. Everybody needs to know that.
Women's health podcast.
But my mum went menopause very easily as well.
Oh, okay.
I think that I just talked to somebody and they said that was anyway. Blah blah blah. So we still have a double bed, but we are talking about getting a king size bed.
Ooh!
It's very exciting. We're getting a bedroom done up, and we're talking about getting a king size bed. Our children laugh at us a lot.
Go super king, because the difference between a double and a super king is hilarious.
Sleep.
You won't be able to reach him.
No, I can't sleep. And then we wake up in the morning and we go, I was lonely.
Billy and I are literally the classic couple of when we are in the same bed, which we, to be fair, have spent most of our life. It's more recent that he has taken himself out. it would be like, good night, love you, blah, 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 roll to the outer edges of the bed. Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
We can't talk about all this bed talk without talking about another part of an activity.
Oh, but
that
we can.
do. No, we can't, because that would be pathetic.
No. Why did I let this happen?
So the next layer of the conversation is that as long as we're making time for connection and intimacy. See how perfectly I put that? Isn't that
That was
lovely,
beautiful.
the way
Yes,
I put
that
it?
was very beautiful.
But, and people say to me, no, but if we don't sleep together, then it'll not happen. I'm like, okay, how many times in your 20, 30 years of lifespan has it magically happened after you've both brushed your teeth, after you've got your silken nightcap on? Katie, where's your silken nightcap? After you got your silken night, after you've like, you're nearly dozing, how many times in your life? Not that many, maybe occasionally, not that many. You know, we know when it's going to happen, and we should know when it's going to happen. There should be a conversation after dinner. Do you fancy blah, blah, blah tonight? That should be.
Fair enough.
I always say to my couples, don't wait till after you brush your teeth. Get the plan in place.
Although do brush your teeth first, maybe.
Do brush your teeth first. And also people say, I just want it to happen organically. I'm like, that is the biggest lie. When is when we were at the beginning of a relationship and things happened more organically because we had spontaneous desire chemicals flying around our body, we still shaved our legs just in case it was going to happen. Yeah, we still brushed our teeth just in case it was going to happen. So that's not actually organic at all, really.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. So we have to make time. I would like once a week. Not me, that's not my personal choice. That is what the data tells us. What the data tells us is we should be going for it, going with it once a week, if we could possibly.
Okay.
That would be great. Because 1 week,
Did my husband put you up to this?
because 1 week leads into 2 weeks, 3 weeks, now we're at a month. And then how do you get that back on track? I did bump into a girl one time and she was very pregnant and it was her third. And I said, oh, congratulations. She goes, I totally blame you. And I went, she said, I heard you say once a week. I was like, well, there's things that we can do.
I feel that's not my fault.
So we need to, but the other thing I would like to say about this is kissing our partner every day is so, so important, because it's like those nice little moments that generally women particularly need throughout the week. It's like, sometimes people
But then will that not make your man think?
a 6-second kiss, no strings attached.
Okay.
I'm going to make a reel. 6-second kiss, no strings attached. Or a 30-second hug.
No
doesn't turn
strings
into-
attached. I feel like we could re-edit that into a song. 6-second kiss.
I'm gonna
no
say something
strings
and you
attached.
can see it. 6-second kiss, no strings attached. 30-second hug, no triumphing.
You just say, yeah, good. Yeah, okay.
I really hope nobody's driving along with their children in the car and their children just like, what
I
did
know
she
that we have
just
children fans, so
say? Okay.
Marshall, close your eyes, ears.
no. So anyway, there we go. So, yeah. And people say to me sometimes, the first thing he said to me this week was, are we having tonight? I'm like, that's just no good. You have to keep that connection. You have to keep that little currency going between you all week long, Dr. Phil said years ago,
We're quoting Dr. Phil now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
You're gonna like this one.
Okay, I'm going to like this one.
A great Friday night happens when you empty the dishwasher on a Monday morning.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. Do you not like Dr. Phil?
Isn't he a bit controversial
Is
now?
he? I haven't watched him for years.
Well,
Is he? Go ahead.
I think he's gone quite in support of certain politicians, maybe.
No.
Don't quote me, just in case that's
I watched
wrong.
him when he was on Oprah. That's the only time I ever watched him. Anyway,
Is that how he got his start on Oprah? What was the other guy that got his start on Oprah? The other doctor? Dr. Oz?
oh yes,
And he's like actually a politician now.
stop it. Oh dear me, dear me, dear me.
Blame you, Oprah.
So sleep divorce, you're absolutely right. We need a new word for that. But if we are having separate sleeping arrangements, absolutely no problem. Absolutely works. But we must be making time for that connection piece.
Makes sense.
6-second kiss. And we know that men connect physically and women connect emotionally. So women generally...
Men are from
Mars and women
Mars
from
and women
Venus.
from
Yes,
Venus.
yeah. Yes, that book is very dated now too. But there's some wee good bits in it, but it's very...
I have
dated.
never read it, but a friend once had read it, and she was her point. She'd taken from it the way men think and the way women think completely. Like, and sometimes I'm so frustrated with how a man in my life might think, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's probably thinking I'm thinking it a weird way.
Well, we were at that perfume thing last night with poor Nige and on one other guy.
Is that all?
And I had message to say, or there was, oh yeah, there'd be men there, and I was like, wow. And you know the way when it was in the Grand Central in Belfast, you know how the Maitre D, I don't know, the guy puts you on the lift to take you up and everything, and he said to Nige, all the best, mate, all the best. I was like, seriously. Yeah. So anyway, had the whole thing. He actually liked the sort of learning the science of it.
And was
all
there
that.
aftershave?
No, it's just a fragrance.
Oh, it's just one fragrance.
2 different fragrances, but it's just for anybody.
Oh. And does it smell like it's just for anybody?
I'm very particular about my perfumes, and also, do you know when you put a perfume on, you might like it, and I did like them both, but I could still smell it on myself afterwards, you know, after like an hour or so, and that for me means a perfume isn't right for me.
If you can still smell it an hour later?
Yeah, if you still smell it on yourself, it makes me feel a bit sick.
Should you not be able to smell your own perfume?
That's what the people say, that once if you can't smell it, then it's the right blend. Listen to me, blend. It's the right blend for you.
But other people can still smell it.
Yes.
It's just you've acclimatized to the smell. It's not right. But
so it's a perfume for
kind of like if your
anyone.
house smells, you don't really notice.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I actually put some new air freshener in our house, and when the girls come from uni, they were like, what is happening? This house does not smell right. And I was like, but does the house smell? Yes, of course it does, Mummy. I'm like, oh dear.
Well, my granny's house had a smell growing. It's not a bad.
Does your mummy's house have a smell?
Funny, they only moved in the last couple of years, and I don't know if I have established whether there's a smell at their house. But I do remember my granny's house, and it's not a bad smell. It's just if I smelled that smell, I'd be like, oh, my granny's house.
Funny, isn't it? Well, that was our whole thing about memories and everything. So it was very good. It was very good, very good. But then the thing ended, and then I was talking to the girlies, and Nigel was like, Lisa, I'll just go next door. And I was like, no, just hang out here.
Poor Nigel.
Thought to myself, and then had a quick word with myself going, he's a
go.
guy. He's actually a guy. Don't forget, he's actually a guy. He's actually a guy. So we had a nice crack. I had nice chats with the girls.
Good.
But yeah, sometimes you just forget. Sometimes we just forget, you know.
That we're different.
Your partner, even if they're the same sex as you, they have different thoughts, different patterns. They hear things differently. They see things differently.
Yeah.
All that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, producer Billy's eyeing through the window to check that everything's still working. He's walked off. We must be doing it right.
Okay. So that's did we recap on the whole 2 rooms thing? So sleep. Get your sleep, whatever way that means. Get your sleep, but make sure you're kissing, hugging, no strings attached, and making time for each other.
And this time next week, we will have a new word for sleep divorce. We'll make that more popular because divorce is bad.
Silly word. Silly.
Because when you told me we were going to talk, I said this. I'm going to repeat myself. I was thinking, oh crap, she's going to have to counsel me on camera.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We also know that for women, carrying the mental load, this term is very big now. That wasn't really a term. Was it a term?
No, I don't think so. No.
Seems to be quite the
It's a
buzzword at the
recent
minute.
thing,
But
yeah.
that I think is a good term. It's self-explanatory, isn't it? But I coach lots of women who are carrying the mental load, but their partners are like, I would love to help. She won't let me. I would love to do blah,
Mental
blah,
load is
blah.
and you're the one that makes the lunches and you're the one that know where the kids need to be and you're the one that
Matches the socks.
match socks and
You're the one who makes the doctor's appointments,
Yeah.
the dentist appointments. You're
Pays
the
the
one.
bills.
Yep.
quite often defaults to the woman.
Quite often. And sometimes that happens just very naturally at the beginning of the relationship. And one child comes along, it's still okay. 2 babies come along, it's like, okay, no, I need to start divvying this out. Yeah. So, but lots of men would like to help and they're...
Or do they just say that to you when
you.
they're in a counselling
Well,
session?
then the thing is, when they say it to me, that's it. Once they've said it to me, then I'm like, you know. But I have a particular couple, and he loved to cook, but she didn't like the mess he made.
I can sympathise with that.
But just walk away.
Well, then you have to walk back and tidy it.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, my brother is a fabulous cook, but I'm like, could you just clean as you go a wee tiny bit?
Billy is an amazing cook. Like, he is trillion times better cook than I am, but he will use every dish in the kitchen. At Christmas, my family all get together, but it's always Billy's ham. Billy makes the ham.
Love it.
And this year it was in my mum's house, but Billy was making the ham in our house. I will show you the photo after. I don't know how he managed to use so many dishes just making the ham.
And then does he not clean up at all?
It depends what notion. No, he absolutely will clean, but not always. So sometimes I will end up going in there, and he's also he's such a good. I feel like I'm not trying to be negative.
We love you, Billy.
We do love
These
you.
are just facts of our personalities. We've shared plenty of ours that are great.
So yeah, no, it's worth it, is what I was
Yeah.
going to say, because the food is worth it. But
Yeah.
sometimes you're like,
Brace yourself. No, I'm the cooker in our house, and Nigel's the cleaner upper. But I have been the cleaner upper enough times to know not to use every utensil known to man.
I like the concept of washing as you go, but it's hard sometimes too.
I have the way my kitchen's laid out. So this is real blather now. The way my kitchen's laid out is we call it the L. So there's an island in the middle. You've seen it. So if I'm getting frustrated, I'm like, get out of my L. I am
like
cooking. Get out of my L. There's plenty of other places that people could be in this kitchen. Go over there to the table.
Get out of my
Get out
L.
of my L. Sit on the other side of the island. Out of my L when I'm serious cooking. But anyway, that's by the by. So we just have all these things. We just have little bits and pieces. And also, I will bring back round when we're making time for those special times.
That's what we're going to call it from now on.
And everybody goes home happy. I love making her nervous. Our person is less annoying if we're not making special times with special endings.
Oh, come on.
Our person's more annoying.
Or the reverse being they're happier.
And you're happier
After,
too.
yeah.
And you're happier too. Yeah. You're more tolerant and they're more willing. I should make a reel about that.
Yeah, we've got the title of this podcast.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Sorry, I worry about my self-esteem sometimes. Complimenting myself. I came in this morning and I said, this jacket is lovely on
It
me.
is lovely though.
I found it in the wardrobe when I was doing my clearing out.
The wardrobe. Like, so you obviously bought it at some point.
But it's like 15 years. Somebody said, where'd you get it? I'm like, probably a shop that is no longer here.
It is very
Thank
lovely.
you. I found it when I was tidying out.
For those that are listening, which is everyone, it's a beige kind of drapey. Oh, it's not denim-y. It looks denim-y though a bit, but a very light denim-y beige
Covers
drapey.
the
Weapons of
mass
mic destruction.
destruction.
Mic destruction.
Mic destruction.
That's what we call it now.
Weapons of mic destruction. So anyway, so that's the thing. And Esther Perel is the expert in this field, and she has studied this.
I've
for
heard of
40
her. No, I'm lying. I haven't.
Genuinely excited. Did you see my wee
I
feet?
did. I feel really bad now. You were so excited. I haven't heard of her.
You would actually like her. She's just really practical. So that's her area of expertise, and she's studied it for years and years and years. But she talks about that intimacy part and that being the glue. It's the glue. Otherwise, you're just roommates,
Yeah,
You're
that's
just
true.
roommates.
I did listen to that one lady you told me to listen to. Her name is.
What is she about?
It
Not
was.
Mel. You knew who Mel Robbins was. If you're new to the podcast, Katie doesn't live in the world of life coaching. Can you believe it? It's shocking. Yeah.
I might not have known who Mel Robbins was before.
And you just fake that.
No. It's just it comes up now all the time on my feed because I interact with you.
Like your sister followed me. Katie's sister followed me, which was a very big deal.
It was a big deal because
I don't know what the
she's
cause
10
is.
times worse than me for not
Not when you talk about all the things.
a non-believer.
A
True non-believer.
A true non-believer. And when she followed me, then it was, they suggested for you was about an octopus killing their mate whenever she's like, look what's happening to me now. I followed Lisa and now look what the rubbish I'm getting.
That's true. It's
So
true.
you listen to who?
I listened to that really nice lady from America with the short blonde hair. Conflict. She's the lady about conflict. She talks about
Short fun. Is my age younger, older?
Older, you're older.
I don't know
Oh,
who this
you do
is.
know who it is because you're the one who told me to go. She has a Netflix special.
Brene Brown.
Brene Brown.
Brene Brown.
I should have remembered that because it's a new name for me. I've not heard Brene before. It's very. She's very lovely. I liked her a lot.
Do you like her?
Yes,
Very intelligent.
you told me to watch her
And you
Netflix special, and I did as I was told.
Good. And did you like the piece where the story we tell ourselves? So we
Yeah.
enter into conflict, and a nice way to enter into a conversation is, look, when that happened and you didn't want to sleep in the same bed as me, the story I told myself was that you're not in love with me anymore, that you don't find me attractive, da 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 da. The
Yep.
story, and our partner's like, I just thought I was getting the cold. I didn't want to give you the cold, you know. So the
Yeah.
story we tell ourselves. If we could enter into every difficult conversation with, like, the story I'm telling myself right now about this is blah blah blah, because we do tell ourselves stories, and then we believe what the story is. Yeah.
I just liked her actual personal story of how she signed up for fame because I think it was later in life.
And so embarrassing.
Yeah, and she went and gave the talk at
A uni thing.
a university or something, and then it just went viral, and now she's on Oprah.
And their talk was about how she didn't like vulnerability.
Yeah, and now that's her thing. She's cool. I liked
It's
her.
very cool. Very cool. And her and Steve, her husband, because I know them personally, not. But she talks about Steve. And I told you that also thing that she says is when you're going through a stressful time, or one of you has, someone in the family is ill, or job's very busy, it's about contacting your partner on the way home from work saying, my battery is at 25%. I've got nothing in the tank here. And our partner saying, don't worry, pet. I'm 75. I can pick up that 75. But if our partner comes back with, sweetheart, I'm also sitting at a 25 here. It has been an absolute terrible day. Then we say, right, we've got a missing 50% here. How are we going to be kind to each other? How are we going to care for each other? How are we going to make life a little bit easy tonight? If that means stopping and getting a pizza rather than da-da-da-da-da. Maybe the kids aren't going to go to 6 birthday parties this weekend. Maybe something will have to give because we only have 25% in the
That
tank.
reminds me, I have a birthday party. This my 11-year-old.
Oh, so
my 11-year-old
glad
who's
I'm
in
past all that.
P7 has been invited to a P1's birthday party.
Oh, well, that is the cutest
Isn't it so
thing
cute? So
ever.
they have the buddy thing in school. So it's his little buddy.
I love that.
But I don't really do the school pickups. It's Billy and then a friend share. So I had to text them. I'm going, I just wanted to make sure you know that the Finn he has invited is in P7 because you could imagine him rocking up and her thinking it was a
Sure, it'd be a
4-year-old.
great we help.
Oh, she was like, absolutely. There's two boys he's invited. Finn and
That
another.
is
or
lovely.
My son and another. Oh, I've started here. That's his name. It's out there.
That's so lovely.
Yes.
And that lovely thing the school does. I'm so glad. I just did the Nigel this morning. This is my favourite part of parenting.
What? When they're
Not
late?
it.
Not doing it.
But you still are, but really not. Like, I've talked to them all this morning. I've talked to them all, but
They're
really,
more on the level of
they're
not
they're
friends,
independent.
but yeah, you've more of a
Yeah, definitely friend zoned with my children, my grown-up girls. Jake still needs a little bit here and there, but
Yeah.
even that, it's like it's definitely the best part. It's a payoff for the 23 years that I've been doing it.
Oh, I'm not ready. I like the stage.
Oh,
I'm
no,
at.
you will.
You always
Oh,
like the
I
stage.
swear
we're at,
you'll
don't
like
you?
it. I promise you. I promise you, you'll like it. You'll like it.
Oh dear.
We'll finish on this because we always like to talk about TV programs, and I'm dying to find a TV program that Katie has not watched yet. So I'm going in.
Okay, let's hear it.
Have you watched 4 seasons?
Yes. It's really good. I love Tina Fey. It's
So
Tina Fey.
good. Well, I did think Tina Fey.
It's
I
Tina
thought
Fey.
you'd
How would
love
I not
that.
watch something that Tina Fey is in?
Steve
It's so good. And the lady, the blonde lady, I'm really bad at remembering characters' names sometimes. The friend, the blonde one.
Yes.
She is Pink's
Jenny.
best friend.
Oh, stop.
I think, because
Jenny? No, not Jenny. No. Anyway, we can't say too much. It's really, really good.
yeah, I don't want to give away who she is. but
3
descri-
couples.
over the 4
couples.
seasons of their life together.
Yeah.
3 couple best friends.
couples.
The 3 couples. They're best friends.
Yes, but is it not the 4 seasons of that 1 year? But they've been friends for, I think it's probably,
Is it just all in a year? You're right.
is it?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Check
Being
you
right.
out. But I'm assuming that Tina Fey wrote it.
What did you, no, I know who wrote it.
Did Tina Fey not write it?
I know who did this.
She has to have the little wins. I'll let her have them.
Do you know the man?
Oh gosh, here we go. Buckle down. He was in the thing with the so.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, go.
Before you were born, there was a TV program called MASH, and his name is Alan. I'm going to say Adler.
Okay.
And he's in the show. He's the granda in the show. In the
Oh
4
yes,
seasons.
with the blondie hair,
He
or
wrote
bald
Yes,
head.
he wrote it as a movie, and I'm maybe going to go on the journey of it. Tina Fey and adapted it to be a series. It is a movie already. It's a movie he already wrote.
Has it been made as a movie, or he wrote the movie? It was never made. She doesn't know. Just say you know. I'm not going to know. I am because I'm going to Google it later.
I presumed it was already done, but yeah, not very.
It's
anyway,
really
it's really
good.
Who did you identify as?
Oh, I just watched it for entertainment purposes.
Nice.
Billy and I are probably the Tina Fey and
I think so. Fuck you, they're far more fun than them. I thought they were they were the best character of what marriage can actually be like.
they love each other.
They love each other, but they were just so.
They were a wee bit tedious, I suppose.
They were just bored with each other. And the thing was that everyone else was getting the best version of them.
Well, maybe Billy and I are the gay guys.
I'm the gay couple. We're the gay couple. You can't be the gay couple.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't be the other couple.
You definitely can't be them. I thought it was brilliant. So there you go.
It's a good show. You should watch it. It's on Netflix. They don't sponsor us
Yet.
but we love their shows.
And I'm going to find a show that Kitty May has not watched.
Have fun with
It's
it.
my mission in life. I'm going to go back about 20 years.
It needs to be. Yeah, it needs. Well, I probably still have watched it. Watched a lot. I don't know when. I think. Do you know what? I have definitely fallen into that problem of screens because I can be like sitting on the toilet watching Netflix.
Sometime, I don't say next week, but a topic just popped into my head. That's the tiny children with the iPads and the screens. It's going to be a very big problem that I don't even think you and I have had to really deal with.
A little bit.
But like I'm talking like in their buggies.
Yeah. No. We'll talk about that next time.
Well, are you going to remember? Because I don't remember.
No, we'll talk about that at some point in the next 100 episodes.
Somebody's cruising about outside. I think that means
we're done.
bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.